CARE International, a global organization dedicated to poverty eradication and social justice, has implemented over 300 projects in Vietnam in over 30 years. While traditionally CARE development projects was designed by external experts, limiting local community participation to consultation and beneficiaries, this approach has evolved. Full active local community involvement entails leading their development pathway, investigating issues, identifying solutions, and having financial resources at hand for timely implementation. Addressing limitation of traditional methods, CARES is embracing innovative approaches that enhance active leadership, collective agencies, and power balance. The goal is to stimulate creativity, ensure informed equal partnership at the grassroots levels, optimize public investment use, and sustainably reduce poverty. An example of this is the Bridging Bonds approach. The Bridging Bonds focus on 4 pillars: capacity, financial empowerment, social dialogue, and partnership. It encourages active leadership, community financial empowerment, local innovation, and informed equal partnership. This approach has recently been piloted in the hydropower sector via the Don B project, showcasing how these 4 pillars can shape and sustain a comprehensive development project. The capacity pillars activates action-oriented problem-solving knowledge and skills utilizing the SASA method. Rather than building capacity, Bridging Bonds taps into existing capacities accumulated over time in adult people throughout their life. The Don B projects apply SASA to improve the participatory action research capacities of community researchers investigating local development issues related to the Da Lang hydropower plant. SASA leverage the natural learning cycle in adult learners, particularly benefiting ethnic minority adult learners with limited formal education. Thus, empowered with research skills, community researchers have led inquiries into environmental and livelihood issues caused by the operation of the hydropower plant in their village since 2009. In past projects, external specialists conducted research and proposed solutions, with the community only involved in implementation of those solutions. However, in the Don B projects, local led from the outset. The research skills that community researchers have allowed them to take the lead in investigating, discussing, and identifying potential solutions with other villagers. When investigation is led by their fellow community researchers, villagers gain more confidence and willingness to voice concerns, share their perspectives on common community issues. The second pillar, financial empowerment, focus on financial self-reliance of the community. This is achieved through a Bridging Bonds fund, enabling community to mobilize financials for prioritized solutions. In the Don B projects, the fund serves 2 purposes: mitigating adverse environmental impact of the Da Lang hydropower plant through a grant mechanism for adverse environmental impact mitigation, and increase financial access for new livelihood practices through repayable loan mechanism using the Bridging Bond Community Adaptive Initiative funds. The fund is managed by the local women union and will continue supporting their women in the community. The loan that I've received from the Community Adaptive Initiative Fund was a great relief for my family at the time, since we couldn't obtain money from anywhere else. The 5 million dong loan from the Don B projects provide me with the financial means to invest in pig fattening. I'm happy and grateful for this timely loan. Once people repay their loans, the fund will be passed on to other women. I hope that all women in my village can access this resource. The third pillar, social dialogue for collective decision-making, promotes open, democratic decision-making via regular social dialogues organized by the Partnership Committee. These allow all parties, including community representatives, local authorities, and Da Lang hydropower company investors, to balance powers, voice concerns, select practical solutions, and allocate resources for community benefit. In the Don B project, The Partnership Committee organized 2 public dialogues in 2022 and 2023. The first one allows community researchers to present their solution, leading to the selection of the most feasible, cost-effective solution for the Adverse Environmental Impact Mitigation Grant, and to endorse the operational regulation for the Community Adaptive Initiative loans. In the second dialogue, the community reviews, evaluate the implementation process and the results of the initiative for adverse environmental impact mitigation, and to launch first loan disbursement. CARE and Bakat Provincial Women Union supported this discussion to ensure democratic operation based on constructive and mutual benefits principles. Making decisions through open social dialogue is a new approach for the local government. Development projects, including construction projects, whether small scale or large scales, always come with environmental impacts. I believe that this approach should have been adopted long ago, especially for hydropower projects. Through tripartite dialogue, villagers can directly express their concern about the adverse impacts caused by the hydropower plant on the local living environment and livelihood, as well as discuss how these concerns can be addressed. The local government is keen to listen to the people's concerns, aspirations, and their view on possible solutions. Additionally, the investors must also be made aware of the consequence of their investment and the challenge faced by the communities, promoting a sense of responsibilities for their investment. The final pillar's partnership emphasize equal cooperation to find solutions and to implement plans. In the Dongbei projects, monetary contribution from the Adverse Environmental Impact Mitigation Grant from Dong Phúc Commune People Committee and the labor contribution of villagers result in practical environmental intervention. Additionally, by March 2023, the Community Adaptive Initiative loans disbursed 5 loans each of 5 million Vietnam dong to facilitate new livelihoods and business models proposed by women in the community, fostering exchange and improvement among recipients. In the tripartite partnership dialogue, all parties come together, listen, understand, take responsibilities, and propose solutions to address the issues at hand. This mechanism provides an effective solution for addressing the root cause of social instability and effectively meeting the concerns and demands of the people. Instead of allowing the issues to escalate to higher levels, this mechanism enables the grassroots community to gather their collective wisdom and resolve developmental issues on the spot. I highly appreciate the new ways of working offered by the Bridging Bonds as an implementing partners. This approach is effective and its intervention will create a significant impact, involving all 3 parties, the people, the government, and the hydropower company. After 4 years, the Bridging Bonds approach has proven successful in the hydropower sector. It is certain that this approach can help address social conflicts that may arise during the investment process, the process that has triggered significant change in traditional livelihood practice, environmental, and local ecosystem. Essentially, the Bridging Bonds addresses social conflicts, reduce community development costs, and enhance community autonomy in their development process. Ultimately, the approach transforms communities from merged beneficiaries into active owners of their local development pathway.